Good morning, Practical Rebels. Welcome to your early morning intuitive guidance for this fine Tuesday. I actually went out with a sweatshirt and capris on this morning, so it's going to be very warm the next couple of days, and then we're dropping back into the 50s. So this is just our taste of summer that's coming. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, America's Kick-Ass Coach and Psychologist, and we have a fun card today. It's always nice when we get those little interludes of fun after we've done some deeper, heavier work. So that is what's on the docket for today. So good morning to whomever popped on. Oh, Carolyn, good morning. Good morning. Glad you are here. Gwen's here. Awesome. Looks like someone else has popped on too. Thank you for the sunshine. I think today is going to be a sunshine day. Good morning, Beth. Welcome. And so let's see who else. Someone else is on here. Cindy, good morning. There we go. We've got our Fab Four, and now we'll see who else pops on. The number just went up, so someone else is coming on quick here. So again, we're going to have a fun card today to kind of break up some of the heavy work that we've been doing, and I think you'll enjoy this card. So a couple of nice deep breaths. Letting your shoulders drop, just settling into right here, right now. Enjoying being fully present for this message. And the card comes from the Notes from the Universe on Abundance deck by Mike Dooley. And those of you who are familiar with Tut, once a day you get an email with something kind of cheeky like these cards. Actually, these cards were initially Tut emails. Good morning, Peggy. Glad you are here. Welcome, welcome. So here is our card. Very pretty. Look at how placid that water is. Beautiful turquoise. The peachy orange reflection of the sun going down. I think it's a sunset. I'm not sure. Could be a sunrise. Whatever it is, right? Welcome, welcome to all of you. Good morning, Lucy. Glad to have you here. There we go. So we've got sunshines all over the place. Sunrises, sunsets, the whole shebang. The moon was fabulous this morning still also. You can see it's starting to wax or wane a little bit, but it's just gorgeous. So, Notes from the Universe on Abundance by Mike Dooley, and here's our card. So just take a breath and set the intention that whatever about this message needs to come through to get to you, it does. It does. And it not only does once, but tenfold, 100-fold, however many times you need this message to be sunk in. And this is something I've been working on recently as I'm reading the Barbara Stanny book on women and money. And it's so interesting to me how pervasive a particular attitude is, and I'll talk about that in a minute, and how we really need to break that up. So here's our card. The trick with spending money lies in knowing with every fiber of your being that it will return, and so it must, as if on wings, the universe. Let me read it to you again. Soak it up. Notice if you have any visceral negative reaction to it at all. The trick with spending money lies in knowing with every fiber of your being that it will return, and so it must, as if on wings, the universe. And the part of the book that I've been reading most recently is about basically what we'd call tithing, sharing our money with others. And she talks about how there are the women who share too much of their money, not honoring the money for its presence in their own lives, but almost like they don't deserve. So here, I'll have to give it to you because I don't deserve to have enough myself. Or the women who hoard the money and hold on to it really tightly and are afraid to let any of it go because what if I don't have enough when I need it? The energy we're aiming for is there's a flow of money. Money flows in, money flows out. I will have enough for what I need. I don't need to hoard because I will be taken care of. As I am a good steward of my money serves me well. All right? And good steward means not just having the money to spend on the things that we need, but also having some money to spend on things we want, having money to gift to others, having money to put away for the inevitable things that need to be purchased down the line. I don't like calling it an emergency fund because that sets you up to have an emergency. Not interested in that. All right. Good morning, Mel. Glad you are here. Welcome, welcome. So again, let's read the card again, and I want you to just feel, how does this resonate for you? Is there something unpalatable to you about this message? If so, there's some work to do. The trick with spending money lies in knowing with every fiber of your being that it will return. And so it must, as if on wings, the universe. So if you are looking for validation for this kind of a message, you can look in the Bible. The thing about giving and money returning tenfold. Let your money express your soul, and your soul inform your money. Beautiful, Lucy. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And Lucy actually does coaching for money issues. So if you're needing a tune-up with that, Rattler Gauge. Think about your money. Think about your money energy. I love the books that talk about money as energy. And I'm trying to think of her name. Hang on a second. It'll probably come to me. Maria Nemeth. Nemeth, Maria Nemeth, and it's called The Energy of Money. And she shares not just her story, but various aspects of it. We have money stuff that comes up in the Tosha Silver book, right? The Energy of Money. You're going to be on video if you open the door.
When did Bob call?
Last night.
Okay.
So, Energy of Money. What I'd like you to do is think about, what is your energy with money? What is your energy with money? Do you appreciate it? Look in your purse or your wallet. How is your money? Is it all lined up according to the denomination with the corners unbent, all facing one direction? Or is it jammed in there, stuffed together? It's a hot mess. You've got bills flying all over. The Soul of Money by Lynn Twist. Awesome. Thank you, Lucy. The more resources we have, the better off we're going to be in terms of our relationship with money. And it is a relationship because, again, money is energy. Everything has an energy. If we have an uneasy relationship with that energy of money, is it going to hang around? If we stuff it into our jean pockets and we lose it in our there we go. Awesome. Thank you, Cindy. We've got links all over the place. So this is really good. Make it your spiritual goal for the next little while, 1 month, 3 months, whatever, to be cleaning up your money energy. When I did the, yes, Tosha Silver has It's Not Your Money. Yes. When I did the clutter clearing class last year, which I'm revamping right now, hoping to release it as an audio that people can purchase, one of the pieces that we did was the money stuff. Because, again, you open up your purse, and if everything's just jammed in there, you are not honoring that money. You are not being in right relationship with your money. The same as we haven't done a great job of being in right relationship with Mother Earth. And look at what we've done to her. Look at what we've done to her. As we begin to move back into a right relationship with these things, Mother Earth, money, stuff, things are going to change, okay? So we want to, when you're spending your money, 'cause since the card is about spending money, I want you to be thoughtful, mindful, making good decisions about your money and where you choose to put it, okay? Money can serve many roles in our lives. It can purchase us the things that we want. So it might purchase someone a coaching program. It might purchase someone some books that are going to help them learn something they really need to know. They might gift it to an organization that helps keep kids off the streets. They might gift it to someone who's struggling to make ends meet for a period of time because of an illness. the money can go, we want it to go with conscious choice. We don't want it to be not attended to as it's being paid forward. Bless that money on its way. Bless that money on its way. Let's say you have to have some auto repairs. And when you're paying the mechanic, bless the money on its way. Thank you, money, for being here to pay for these repairs. I appreciate that. Thank you, mechanic, for fixing my vehicle. So now I am free to move about the world again. Be grateful that you're paying that money. All right? And again, know that as you gift it forward, it will come back. And I like to say it'll come back tenfold. All right? Yes, he's got to sing in the background today. Being attentive with your money. I'm getting distracted all over the place here between the dog and dad and what. Being attentive with your money. Having it lined up beautifully in your wallet. Having a lovely wallet to put it in. That's useful. My rule of thumb for buying purses and that, etc. is I never spend more for the purse than I have cash to put in it. So the, $1,000 Prada purse probably isn't going to end up in Bonnie R. Nussbaum's care. But I have this awesome, my mother was just astounded. We were at a rummage sale years ago, and there was this beautiful Dooney and Burke purse. Looked like it had never been used. And she wanted $40. I thought $40 was reasonable given the quality of the purse, and I still have it. I'm still using it. It's fabulous. So I've certainly gotten my $40 worth, but my mother was appalled that I was paying $40 for a purse. So I explained to her, my rule of thumb is you don't pay more for a purse than you have cash to put in it. And since I had more than $40 left over to put in the purse, I was good to go. So the trick, here we go again with our card, soak it up. The trick with spending money lies in knowing with every fiber of your being that it will return, and so it must, as if on wings, the universe. What we put out returns. That includes everything, not just our money energy, but our attitude, our thoughts, our feelings, our beliefs about other people. All of that goes out and comes back, all right? So we really want to attend to that well. And there are areas, Barbara Stanny was talking about that in this book, that most of us, Lucy's talking about the 4 pillars of prosperity. Yes. Most of us are comfortable with some and not comfortable with others. So, like the investing piece, many women in particular are not comfortable with the investing piece, and they shut themselves off from that opportunity instead of taking the time to learn about it. And in the book, this one is called, let me take off my glasses, Sacred Success. She is talking about a very simple view of investing. And one of her things is don't put your money in something you don't understand. So keep to the simple things. And that doesn't mean I'm going to buy, a bazillion shares of X stock, because diversity is huge. But I'm going to learn about this. I'm going to learn about why diversification is so important. I'm going to learn about what's a reasonable amount of my money to be setting aside for me for later in life, and for things that come up. Maybe I want to take a trip. How do I not... And the other thing that I would say about this, yes, thank you for posting that, Cindy. The other thing I would say about it is this: credit cards. Credit cards. If I stood at the end of the bank of registers at Walmart and asked each person coming out, how much money did you just spend? If they've used their credit card, they most likely can't tell me how much money they just spent. So it was an unconscious action. If someone has written a check or they've paid cash, they're going to know how much money they've spent. I'm not saying don't use your card, because it can be wonderful if you pay it off every month, and if you're earning points on that money so that you get money back. I just got $118 off of one of my credit cards yesterday because I cashed in my points. when you use the credit card, be as conscious of using that credit card as you would be of cash and of writing a check. And I know most people don't write checks anymore. Doesn't mean you can't go back to it if it's going to help you get your financial house in order. And for a lot of women, it's la 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 la. They don't want to know. They don't want to know. But every month, those friggin' statements show up and they're horrified and they have no idea, how did it get so high? If you're being attentive to your spending, you will know roughly what your credit card is going to be when the statement comes. You're already going to know because you've been keeping track. Maybe you make it a habit that once a week you look up, how much have I spent this week on this particular credit card? Maybe you begin to clear up those balances. There's a wonderful man, John Camuta. It's Cummuta, and he, back when I had school loan debt and all kinds of stuff to clear up and get rid of, his program was fabulous. His way of going about it is writing down everything that you owe, the amount of the debt, and rather than paying a little bit extra on each one, you target one, the lowest amount one. He says, let go of the idea of paying off the highest interest one first. That's one approach. But his approach is, and this gets rolling so quickly that it really doesn't matter the interest rate on whatever it is you're paying off. Pick the lowest amount first. So let's say you've got 5 of them, a $200 one, an $800 one, a $1,500 one, a $10,000 one, and your student loan's of $40,000. Okay, that's what you got. You start with the $200 one. You create what's called your accelerator amount. It can be an extra $10. So you put an extra $10 per month on that $200 one. You can calculate then how many months it's going to take you to get rid of that. Then, when you've paid off the $200 one, don't take your monthly payment on that. Let's say it's $50 plus your $10 accelerator, which was $60. You don't take that $60 and go spend it on stupid stuff. You dump it onto the payment that you're using for the second one. Good morning, Linda. Welcome, welcome. So now, let's say on the second one, which was $800, you've been paying $100 a month. You're going to put not only the $100, but the $50 from the first bill and the $10 accelerator. So now you're paying $160 a month on that $800 one. It's going to go away a whole lot faster. Then you move on to the third one, which I think, what did I say, $1,500? Let's say you were paying $100 on that one. You now have the $100 for that one, the $100 for the second one, the $50 for the third one, and your $10 accelerator, and all that's getting dumped on the third bill. Can you see how it's the snowball rolling downhill, and pretty soon all of the debt is cleared up? Now, inherent in that is you can't keep spending like a maniac and expect to catch up. You're cutting those things off, and kind of going back to Lucy's point, not buying the short-term fix. How many of us, the same way we use food or alcohol or social media, we use spending as a way to feed something that's not getting full, and that's not getting full using food, alcohol, spending, etc. Somewhere along the line here, it's kind of that what are we pretending not to know question. We need to take a look at. I'm doing all these things to hold this anxiety at bay, or I'm doing all these things to fill this empty hole within me. It's not working. Definition of insanity, keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. Let's stop the spending that isn't filling the hole anyway, and let's do something different, okay? So that's just a quick and dirty little approach to, and actually somewhere down the line I'll probably do a money one also, because I just love this stuff. I love assisting people in setting up a program that in short order gets them out of debt. So I had a friend, a chiropractor, his wife was a nurse. They had a fair amount of debt. They set up a plan similar to this, and it was due to get them paid off out of debt in 5 years. because they got so excited about what they were doing and they became very focused on it, they were out of debt within 18 months. Imagine all the interest they saved by getting that paid off. All right? So, lots of good stuff here. Lots of good stuff, lots of fun stuff. Put some comments in the feed. Things that you believe about your money, or things that you, like some people believe, I'm so far in debt I'll never get out. The only way I'd ever get out is declare bankruptcy. Blah, blah, blah. All this belief stuff. I've helped people, dig out from under $30,000 worth of just credit card debt. It's doable. It is doable. All right? So, here's our pretty card again. Read it one more time. The trick with spending money lies in knowing with every fiber of your being that it will return, and so it must, as if on wings, the universe. Good morning, Rebecca. We're just about done, but I'll put up the video right away so you can watch the replay. But let's take a good hard look at this stuff, a kind and loving look at this stuff. Let's no longer have our money be something that's an afterthought or a stressor. All right? Time to bring this online and empower ourselves. Have an awesome day. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are. Bye-bye.